Welcome back to Strange Antiquities, and my voice broke for just a second. Voice being voice. Anyway, we need to find this thing, which I still don't know what it is about. I'm under the barn where the axe meets the tree. Could it be this? The axe meets the tree. If I open this, and there is looking for a barn, so which barn? We have the boatyard, barn. There's a bunch of farms, but no barns really. Barn. That's a farm. Under the barn where the axe meets the tree. What is an axe? Is there an axe? Barrows. Heathwood. What's Heathwood? Here, somewhere here. That's a triangle. Nope. Mossy wood. Maybe let's go through each of the farms. 30, Royston Farm. So Royston Farm is here. And there is no axe from what I can see here, or a tree. Nothing is meeting the tree, so another farm. There's this Greywood Farm. That's the only one. What happens if I go here? The scent of damp hay lingers in the air as crows pick at the muddy ground between weathered stone barns. The farmer lifts his gaze briefly, offering little more than a nod before turning back to his work. I don't think I'll find anything useful here. Okay. That is not a problem. What do you think about this card, Jupiter? I do not know. Well, let me see. We'll continue and I'll continue thinking about it. Good morning. Yes, and you too, Jupiter. I'm getting more concerned about my mother. Hearing about the poor lady who drowned frightened me. But she'll turn up. She always does. I've had another breakthrough. This time I'm certain it's a clue that leads to another hidden part of Strange Antiquities. Thank you! You're helping us solve a bunch of stuff that... What would we do without you? That was unintentional. I did not mean to click that. I just wanted to... Stupid map! Close this! Okay, go here. Sometimes the map just gets on my nerve. And you can be here for time being? Okay. From the individual, a stone for dark purposes. From the celestial, a stone of the earth. And from the diurnal, a stone of death. Interesting. And we need to put these here. And I think we already did this, right? I'll put that here. And put that here. Just because they make a little collection, so I'm gonna do that. And this thing is the other thing that does it. Yep. So what he wants to, or this thing wants to say right now, is probably about the gems. So let me open from the individual. I think before I do that, I need this individual. Oh, there. From the individual, a stone for dark purposes. So it could be one of this, which I don't understand. From the celestial, a stone of the earth. Of the earth, right. So that's Draidic. And from the diurnal, a stone of death. A stone of death. Probably of the night, which would mean death. What does that mean? For dark purposes, which should be something of the mind, I think. So you want Draidic, Noctic, and Mentic. And now I need stones. Nope, come back here. Diurnic, Wixic, Dryadic, a stone of water. So from this celestial, you want death. Dryadic, nature, nope. Sight, Dryadic, fire and fury, nope. Noctic. Wixic. Interesting. It's not here? Noctic of the night. So I just need to find things that are of these. So I need to find specific gemstones under these that do some things. So, okay, let's start with this, right? Come back here. Come back here. Managing these books is a pain. It's a total pain. Okay, here you go here. What do you want? From the individual, a stone for dark purposes. So from the individual, dark purposes, you either have Mentic or Wixic. So let me see what I can find. Wixic or Mentic. Strength, nope. Nope. Mentic, Mentic. Stone of sight. This is anchor, nope. Dark purposes, yes. So we want the bloodstone, okay? And do we have, this is a bloodstone, I think. Yep, that looks like a bloodstone, like that. So if that is one of them, so the clue says individual stone for dark purposes. So I will put this here. Then I have celestial, a stone of the earth. So from celestial, it would be either Selenic or Dryadic. Let's come back from the back. Selenic or Dryadic. Earth, nope. Nope. Nature, of earth and of nature. It could be this, jade. Okay, it's jade. So we need something which is made of jade. Maybe it's this thing. It's a big jade. So I could probably use that. And then stone of the earth, and from the diurnal, the stone of death. Okay, so from diurnal, come on, of death. Noctic, diurnic. We want something that has death in it. Noctic or diurnic. Nope. Nope. Not really, no. Ah, this. Vivianite. I think there is only one item with Vivianite in it, isn't it? But I don't remember where it is. Where is the one item with Vivianite? This? Yeah, that's the only Vivianite item, I think. Hey, that did it. Good job. I need to find... No. Switch. That is correct. Now switch. That is 12, 3, and 9. Okay, we got this thing. We do not know what that thing is, but that is something. Okay. Good job, good job. We got that. And we can get rid of this here. This is still pending, and this is still don't know if this is interesting. Maybe it is eventually. Okay. But we'll figure that out. Do we have anything else identified? We did use this additional item, which was this, and it did not get identified. But that's not a problem, right, Jupiter? It is not. Okay, let's go. Okay, I see. I missed all of your conversation. Anyway, thank you for the method. I've seen into the yawning deep. I have seen into the... I've seen beyond... I've seen beauty beyond the comprehending mind. The price is steep, but I pay it gladly. My shadow anchor, broken, must replace. You want the shadow anchor? Do I know what the shadow anchor is? I probably do. Maybe I gave you the first one. Not shadow hold. Shadow anchor. Yeah, I don't have it. Okay. A shadow anchor is sometimes used in the practice of shadow casting, the art of projecting one's presence outside of the body. Without an anchor, minds have been known to become lost. Shadow anchor designs can vary greatly. Some prefer pendants, whereas others prefer to clutch a totem in their hand. Some make use of symbology, where others use gemstones. They will always produce a field from the individual branch, however. I see. So you need something that produces a field which is either Mentic or Wixic. So it's from the mind or the body. I hope I'm right about that. So Mentic or Wixic, yep, that's correct. So let us start with... I will come back to this book eventually. What I want to do is check what the shapes look like and if we can replicate that and identify the fields. So Wixic we'll start with Wixic, okay? So this is fine, this circle is fine, this is fine. I just need to do that. So the wavy stuff is Wixic, and I need to move this circle up to the top. The little one goes down. That's Mentic. So it's wavy lines and it's like a giant hashtag, but straight, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's that. A square, let's say. So a square or wavy line is what we're looking for. Okay. Next, we also need to find out pendants, totems, symbology, gemstones, shadow anchor. So I need to first identify the items that have this field and then find stuff that produce that field. So this is a Morgan's Folly, I think. This I know for sure is not one of this, so that's not it. This doesn't produce anything interesting. So none of these items will be it because everything else is identified. Now the only things I need to look into is, say this. That's one of the items, yes. Then that's not. That's not. This is not either. That's not. That is not. Nope. This could be it. This could also be it. This is not. Not. Nope. Nope. This could be one. Not. Okay, so we have looked through everything. I think we have looked through everything that we have right now. It could be one of the hint items, I'm not sure. But For now, let me just look at this. So we want to find out gemstones, symbology, stuff like that. So now, let's start with gemstones. This is of death, which I do not think is related to body or mind. Bloodstone is Wixic. It is Wixic, okay. Could be that. What about this? This is just the hand. Does it have a symbol? Let me inspect it. Stone, gold. Gold, crisscrossed grooves, polished. Okay. Nothing to remark. Chills my blood to hold it. Okay, that's not gonna be it. I don't think so. What about that? This has purple gemstones. Dark purple gemstone and slate. It's a pendant. No, not that one. There is a symbol here. A little rhombus, and it goes into this shape. Hang on, this is blue, and this is gold, and this is silver. Warm. Everything is warm. Interesting. This feels very warm and cool. Nothing to remark on this. It's just warm and cool. That is interesting. I do feel this might be it. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Polished rock. Huge black gemstone. And this is iron. It's not really a hand. And this is wood. Okay, so the blue, dark blue is... Let's start with the purple maybe. This is an amethyst, which is Wixic, so that is fine. But it is of containment. Interesting. This is diurnic, dark purple, which is for peace and safety. It is diurnic, so that's not right. So maybe this is this? Interesting. And the blue, it could be this. Anchor between body and mind. Oh, maybe it's this. Hello. Yay! We got it. Nice. Okay. Kyanite points to the fact that it anchors the mind and produces a magnetic field. Great. Good job. Good job. Bye. Enjoy your peace. Hello, Audrey Bell. How is your hypnotism business going, lady? You've shown yourself to be a useful ally in these worrisome times. Keep an eye on the lake in the coming days. When blackened eyes seek the cascade and waters turn to midnight, perform the sacrament and have faith in Holger. Okay. You give me the ritual of Holger? Do I care to have it in my possession? I'm gonna have it. Why not? I'll close this and put this back in here. And put this back in. Put this back in here, I guess. No, put it here. Come on. Ah, fine. You can be here. And you can be... Where? Here? Sure. Okay. Close this thing. And the sacrament is a baptism ceremony in which one's life is pledged to the warrior god Holger. It is performed by a blood priest within a stone circle. In spring, a charm of green grows. In summer, a pendant of the yellow sun. In autumn, an instrument of the red night. In winter, a totem of blue fire. Interesting. So we have to collect this eventually? And do I care? We'll see. What do you think, Jupiter? Should we do it? I definitely don't want to. Well, let's see. Hello, postman sir. What's up? I'm afraid this letter was sorted incorrectly and has ended up doing a round trip in Kendall and back. Better late than never. Thank you. Whose letter is it? I have spent a long time looking for an object that is believed to have been lost somewhere in the catacombs. The adventurer, the thaumaturge, Marwen, left a trail to her hidden stash, or so the story goes. I followed it as far as the ossuary of the damned, a chilling bone-filled alcove carved into a natural chamber in the upper levels, but it seems her markings have been worn away by time after that. I pass on this story to you in the hope that you can succeed where I have failed. Ossuary of the Damned, chilling bone-filled alcove, carved in a natural chamber in the upper levels. Marwen. Maybe something in my book talks about Marwen? Let me see. Marwen. Nope, it doesn't. What else are you talking about? The adventurer and thaumaturge Marwen. Well. So it's not in the book, at least it's not mentioned, so maybe we'll go to the catacombs directly. And we want to go to the bone-filled stuff, this one, the upper levels. This is not it. Maybe that is it? Oh, this is a tomb, so this has to be it. Okay, I'm able to follow Marwen's trail for a while, but the carved markings are faded and worn by centuries of weathering. By the time I reach the ossuary, I can no longer make them out at all. Fortunately, I've always wanted an excuse to use a Carrick's candle. Do I have a Carrick's candle? Let us see. So this goes back here, and I want this. You can go here. Actually, I'll keep this here. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just keep you here. Carrick's candle. Carrick's candle. These items produce an invisible light that peels back the ears, allowing a glimpse into the past. The effect is often murky and blurred, but it works passively on stationary objects. They are marked by a depiction of a candle upon their surface. Depiction of a candle upon their surface. Interesting. So a candle is drawn on them? Is what they're saying. Depiction of a candle on their surface. I only have so many things left, so maybe that's not it. What does that mean? This has this symbol, which is, I don't know what that symbol is. Let me see. Not the book. It was a symbol like this, but rotated 90 degrees. Can I find it? Nope, not yet. Not yet. Oh, so it's not here. Interesting. Oh, it's not really like that. It's a circle with a little line in the middle. Okay. Don't see it. Do not see it. Interesting. Probably not that. This is something everything related. Is this a candle? What is the symbol of? A triangle with a little line in this. Triangle with a little line. This. Earth. Water. So this thing. That is earth, water, water, earth. Interesting. So... Oh no, it's not. So, air, fire, water, earth. Yeah, it's that. I need candle. Can I get candle? Maybe wax? This. That's a weird symbol. It's like it's a moon and crisscross thingy. This does not have a candle on it, does it? I'm not sure what they want. Let me see again. Produce an invisible light. They are marked by a depiction of a candle upon their surface. A depiction of a candle upon their surface. Interesting. So, if I place it on this, would it work? Sort of? This is not it. Candle. What could be a candle? This is wax. Ah, I think this might be it. Wax and fire? Let me see, let me see. So this is wax, yes, and this is fire. Yes, that is it. Good job. Good job spotting it. That. Here. No, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Come on. Oh, well. We'll do it again. Fine, it is fine. Okay. Okay. Stalagmites retreat under the light of the candle as I hold it aloft and search the shifting rock walls for any signs of Marvin's trail. Suddenly, I see it, an M etched into the rock as clear as if it had been carved yesterday. I follow the trail in an excited hurry, tripping and stumbling as the candle distorts the height of the floor until I come to its end at a small boulder. Rolling the rock to one side, I reach behind it and reclaim Marvin's lost treasure. Okay, something we have found. It's a little doll. It looks like a little doll. We're also running out of space, so I'm gonna move you here. That makes some more space. Good. Jupiter, Jupiter, you good? Hello, Mr. Potter. What? Oh, you can't speak, maybe? Interesting. Poor guy. Can't speak. So speech. No, it's not speech. Voice? V for voice? No, not really. Pain? Hearing, no. Can I read your mind, maybe? Let's see. Mentic. Babelia? What's Babelia? It's translation of foreign texts. No, that's not what I want. Breathe, Ascus. Ascus is the underwater stuff, I think. Curse? What is up with you? I don't understand. Barton Potter. What do you want? Can we take a look at the conversation we've had with him before? Maybe that will give us something. There. Okay. lava stone. Okay. Map of the catacombs. Valent. Oh, wait. Oh, so you tried something in the last visit and something happened. I've had a tip off about something exciting. Have you come across the so-called nameless gods? Did you also know that the tall stones that you sometimes find in high places were once doorways of a kind? And here's the exciting part. An inscription has appeared on the stone that sits atop Weatherlamp. This is where you come in. I'm confident that a pit will open the doorway. The other option is a Babelia to read the inscription. But they say that if you read the language of the nameless gods, you become cursed, which I can't say I like the sound of. So maybe you're cursed and you can't speak. It's possible. That is possible. So let's see our Book of Curses. That's not it. That is our Book of Curses. Black Heart. Nope. They feel as though they're choking. Maybe that? Speech becomes torments paralysis. It's possible. Torments paralysis. Okay. So torments paralysis. I wonder if I'll find the thing right here. Torments paralysis, torments pain. These can be rolled along the tongue to cure torments paralysis or worn about the neck to protect against a curse. Like most items that ward against curses, they emit a diurnal field pattern. They can be rolled along the tongue. Interesting. So it has to be something that is small enough that can fit in your mouth and possibly on the tongue. So not too long. And they produce a diurnal field. Okay. So let's find out the diurnal field first. Look at this one page that sits a little bit askew. Maybe it is just something. Maybe this is the characteristic of the book. I see. Hey, stop doing that. No. This thing sometimes annoys me so much. Diurnal. Okay, so it has to be this thing at the top, yes. This shape changes, okay. Then you want this circle in the middle here. That's the field, okay? Diurnal. And you want something that can be rolled into the tongue and produces this field. None of these big objects for sure. Maybe it's this little hand. Okay, could be it. Definitely not this. Maybe that. Nope. I think it was producing a different field. Yep. Not that. That, but it is... really? Can you roll? Let me see. There is definitely something unusual about this item. I can't quite put my finger on it though. Low hum? Oh, I hear it. Feels unusual, not hot exactly, but energetic. Painted black. It's gold. I don't think this is it. Could it be this? What is this symbol though? I do not know what this symbol is. Weathered. Engraved symbol. Symbol that... like a little circle. Maybe I'm supposed to look at the symbol slightly differently. Hang on, let me see. So anti-paralysis, maybe it's this. Interesting. It might be it. The line is the same, but if you look at this semicircles, they're just flipped. Okay, I want to do this. Here you go. Hey, it works. There's an item that can be worn about the neck. It has moving part that can roll across the tongue, and it produces a diurnic field. It didn't talk about the symbol. I think the symbol is intentionally like that, or maybe it's not. I do not know. Either way, we got it. Good job. Okay, what did you say? You're still speaking. Okay, thank you. I don't even know how I managed to get down from Weatherlamp. Everything went dark after reading that inscription on the tall stone, but somehow I knew if I made it to the strange antiquities, I would be okay. Through the darkness, I received a message from the Nameless Ones. They seek an item called the Nalian Casket. If we give it to them, they promise to free those it has infected. I don't think we have a choice. At least we can be certain of one thing. If they have the casket, they will not allow it to be opened. All they desire, all they value is power, and opening the casket would release all of its contained power. Okay, interesting. Hello? Oh, what happened to you? The time has come to decide, Thaumaturge. The casket wants to be opened. The casket will be opened. Nothing can stop it now, and yet there is still a part of this mind that will not be quieted. Let me calm this clamoring rage inside my head. This is your chance to elevate yourself above the scurrying ants that absently crawl through their meaningless lives. Zephyrim or abrasive matter. Interesting. The abrasive matter, I think... This. Let me see if I can remember what the abrasive matter does. I don't think I know. So the abrasive matter... this type of matter is used to purge unwanted memories. As with any procedure that can alter the mind, it should be used sparingly and considerately. Matters are typically used in communal ceremonies designed to be easily passed from person to person. Interesting. And Zephyrim. What does that do? Z. These resonant objects give off a faint odor that will be familiar to any thaumaturge. It is the scent of the storm, of ozone and power, the scent of magic. When these vapors are inhaled deeply, they can unlock deep wells of anger and channel them to a powerful maelstrom. This is the power of the west wind. No, I don't want to do this. I want to give you this so you forget all of this happened, okay? I wonder what happened. And we haven't solved that one card yet. This is the 15th day. But the problem with storing powerful dark artifacts is that slowly, inevitably, the darkness seeps out. And it does indeed. What is this? A broccoli? It's a balloon? It's a ball of yarn? Maybe Jupiter will know what to do with it? Oh, interesting. Interesting. It might line up with something on the map. That's the Underwear map. Maybe it's the streets. Maybe it's this bit here? What about the different maps? Maybe the different maps map something? No, I don't think so. If I think of this, like that, and like this, no. And this, and then this, and then this. Maybe it's this? I am not 100% sure actually. Could also be this. Hang on. So this is more likely. It's like that. Like that. And then goes like this. And comes down like that. Then goes like that. And then this. Yep, that is it. Good. Inhaling deeply from the spirit vault to stave off the madness of the depths, I make my way carefully down crumbling passageways past decaying crypts. Placed carelessly on top of the tube is a collection of clay pots. Some lie in pieces, but most are whole. At first, the collection seems unremarkable, but one in particular stands out, and I take it back up to the surface to take a closer look. Okay, we have a little pot. Oh, and there is music. Engraved detailing, cool and smooth. It's made of clay everywhere, I think. Nothing to remark. Interesting. Marion Lancaster. Someone very dear to me has fallen ill. I would like a nephroquant. Do not be concerned, dear. I have used one before and know what I'm doing. Nephroquant. Let us see if I can find one for you. And if you assure me, then I take no guarantees if any harm falls upon your family member or whoever you are applying this to. Nephroquant. There. These were once worn by the necromancers of the Five Knolls, who used them in their rituals of resurrection. Their power became bound to them such that if they were to remove them, even after death, the nephroquant would crumble to dust. Today, their power is much diminished, but they can be used to draw out infections. However, they will cause praxis if held against bare skin for long periods. Praxis. The curses, praxis. Characterized by a necrosis of the flesh, the afflicted will feel no pain, but the scarring has no cure. Interesting. That is praxis. They will cause praxis if held against bare skin for long periods. Interesting. So something that causes scarring. Maybe from being too cold? But that would hurt, no? Ah, interesting. Necromancers of the Five Knolls, resurrection, death, praxis. Let me see if there is anything on the resurrection. Not really, no? Praxis has Elva stone. It can be used to relieve the discomfort. Okay. Does not help much, really. Nephroquant. Something that makes you go cold. This chills my blood to hold it. I am not 100% sure about it. Oh, wait a second. These were once worn by the necromancers of the Five Knolls, who used them in the rituals of resurrection. Their power became bound to them such that if they were to remove them even after death... maybe it's the ring. And that's why there is a hand attached to it. Right. The item here is the ring, attached to a hand, scarred by praxis. I see. The spiral design is representation of the symbol for rebirth. Okay, I did not get the rebirth item, but, well, good job still. How long have I been doing this? 44 minutes. We'll go up for a little bit longer and see how far we can go. Franklin Underhill. Please do pay us a visit. We have some items that we are confident will be of interest to you. And you have an address? Let us see. The Twinings, artisans of wood, iron, and clay. 2 Market Avenue, Undermere. 2 Market Avenue. Twinings. The Twinings. There. 15. Here. The man who dropped off his card introduces himself as the owner of the Twinings, an unusual, sprawling series of grotto-like rooms filled with handcrafted carpentry, ironmongery, and pottery. I'd never heard the word ironmongery. He leads me past wooden chairs and strange iron contraptions to a room unlike the others. This one is filled with small trinkets, ornaments, and jars of various sizes, containing ominous-looking liquids or organic materials. I know it might not look like much, but there are some items of value among the junk here, says the man. Take your time and let me know if you find anything interesting. 2 hours later, I have indeed unearthed something very interesting that I'm keen to take back to the shop for further investigation. Oh, that is pretty cool looking. It has a Vivianite and, wait. I'm leaving the Twinings with my haul when a man shouts at me from across the street. As I look round, annoyed, I notice to my horror that the man's eyes are as black as coal. He rushes towards me and I stumble backwards, fumbling with the strap of my satchel as I try to grab an item to stop him. Wixic cord. I need a Wixic cord. Wixic cord. I want a Wixic cord. I do not know what a Wixic cord is. So let us find out. Despite the name, these simple-looking items do not produce a Wixic field. They belong to the diurnal branch. They cause a freezing effect in the body, earning them the nickname Medusa stones. Fortunately, this effect is not permanent. So they would produce a diurnal thing, and that's the cool stuff, I think. And what is your field? You produce this. It's not diurnic, I think. Diurnic would be either noctic or diurnic. What did it say again? They belong to the diurnal branch. It could be one of these two, I see. And they do not produce a Wixic field. So let's start with Wixic. What does Wixic look like? Little circle on the top. And a little this thing. And then you have... yeah, this is Wixic. And it produces Wixic. So this is not it. It's supposed to make you cold. Feeling of disquiet lances through my body. Disquiet. Causes me to reflect on my own mortality. Not that. Something that makes you cold. Sense of being watched. Goosebumps. Oh, maybe that. Interesting. Goosebumps happen because you're cold. So... nope, that's not it. It doesn't produce a Wixic field. I mean, it produces a Wixic field, which is not great. We want something that does not. Something that makes you feel cold is what we want. None of these items. What about this? Nope. Morgan's Folly. Definitely not that. Yeah, what about this? No, not that either. Do I have even a candidate that I want to select? Maybe this? But I'm not sure really, hang on. The hand I will put here. What could it be? What could it be? Maybe I don't have it. That's possible. Pixic cord. That is not it. Oh, and that was a lot of thing. Wixic cord. It is very likely that I don't have it. Wixic of the body. That is Wixic, right? Yeah, it is Wixic, and it is the wavy thing. So I want something that is not wavy. Let me read this another time. The book. Wixic cord. Do not produce this, and they are simple looking items. They are the diurnal branch. They do not produce a Wixic field. Freezing effect in the body. Medusa stones. Stone. What about Medusa? Maybe Medusa is not a thing, because otherwise it would be mentioned here. Yeah, it's not. What could it be? Simple looking, cause you cold, and don't produce Wixic, but produce diurnic. Pierce my soul. It's not a simple looking item. That is also not a simple looking item. Shields my blood. I don't think it is it. Yeah, because this produces a Wixic stuff, and so does this thing. So it's not this or that. What about any of these other fields or any of these other things? Which one? This? That produces a diurnic thing. Yeah, it's a diurnic thing. Maybe it is this? Didn't I try that already? I did. And that was horrible. I don't remember what this one is. I think it's one of the celestial stuff, but I'm not sure for sure. Let me try it. So if you go here, the circle comes in the middle, and this becomes a little square, and this circle goes to the top. So that's a diurnic field, okay? What about Noctic? So Noctic, the little circle goes to the very bottom, and this thing goes here. That's Noctic? Yeah, that's the spiral. Okay. So it's either the spiral or the diurnic. Interesting. That's not it. Nope. What about this? Wood, painted to look like bone. Gemstone of red stuff. Smooth, intricate detailing. Polished. Oh, chanting stuff. Interesting. Reflect on my own mortality. Definitely not that. Not that. So not these. Not this. Not that. Definitely not this. We've tried it already. No, I don't think so. Hard but smooth. And this has this stone, which is this streaked gemstone. Not this book, the other book. Black streaked gemstone. I think it's called an onyx, maybe? Yeah, that's an onyx. Stone of night, of darkness. Who fear it and some who are seduced by it. Don't think so. Does produce a noctic field. That's a diurnic. And it has this... Nothing to remark though. It does have a turquoise stone. What does a turquoise stone do? Water. Water does not help, no. I do not know. I'm gonna take a hint. This is my second hint in the whole game. Is it? I think. Suitable symbol or perhaps a gemstone. Symbol or gemstone? This thing is a symbol of... I forgot. Earth. So, not really, no. Wait. I want something which is gold. What would it be? Protection, perhaps? Makes you cold. Maybe that is not supposed to be intentional. I don't know really. The green. So there is 1, 2. No, 1 and 2. They're not the same stone though. What does that make me feel? Nothing. Nothing really. Slate with purple stuff. I would like to see if any of it has any symbols. Not that, not that. This has a bunch of symbols, which is the seasons. This has none, although it looks like a symbol itself. And what about this symbol? Is that supposed to be a symbol? I don't know. This maybe, but I'm not sure. This winter? Is it winter here? No, it's in a little square. This witch. Ah, this is the witch. This is for a witch. And moon witch. Definitely not that. Neither this nor this. Fine, I'll take one more. Symbol of paralysis sounds like it could cause a freezing effect. Ah, I see. Interesting. Symbol of paralysis. I think I know what the symbol of paralysis is. It's like, no, I don't remember. Paralysis there. That is paralysis. Okay. I was not even looking at that thing. Hang on. So this produces an octic field. And what does it feel like? So let me have a quick inspection about that. Nothing to remark, nothing to remark. Limestone. Alright, I'm gonna use this. Fine hint. Thank you for helping me. The item features many symbols of paralysis. I was not thinking about paralysis, honestly, when it talked about freezing. I literally thought freezing from cold. Okay. To my relief, the man goes rigid almost immediately and topples forward onto the cobblestones. I turn and run, wanting to put as much distance as possible between myself and that creature. When I finally come to my senses, I realize I should alert Dr. Robertson, but by the time I return to the Twinings, the man is nowhere to be seen. Okay. Hello, Edmund Bishop. Something bad is about to happen. The ravens know it. My grandfather once taught me how to use a Cassander to see the paths ahead, but I saw what it did to him and vowed never to touch one again after he died. But the gnawing worry of what is coming has become too much for me. So you want a Cassander. A Cassander would be... Nope, wrong book. Eye of Cassander, focus on the power of the mind, enabling those skilled enough to see the path or paths ahead. These items do not produce a mentic field as one might expect, but rather the more mysterious Selenic. Okay. Oh, and there is like a little path diagram. Interesting. Care should always be taken with any object of prophecy, and these are no different. Many have been seduced or driven mad by the paths shown to them and have been led to ruin. So you need to find the eyes of a Cassander, focus the power of the mind, enabling those skilled enough to see the path. So this produces a Selenic field instead of a mentic field, and maybe they have some kind of a gemstone that give you the power of the mind. So there is nothing that has a gemstone, so I'm going to ignore all of that. Power of the mind. And Selenic, maybe the moon stuff. The jade. It gives me no feeling, but according to the gemstones, what does jade do? Earth and of nature. Power of the mind. Let's see which one is the power of the mind. Fourth eye, stone of sight. Maybe it's this malachite and it's a mentic thing. Yeah, I think it's a malachite instead of the Selenic stone. It's this. So that's a malachite. Yep. And what I also need to do is find the Selenic field, for which I need to find. So mentic would be this goes up and this becomes this. So that's mentic. What does it produce? Not mentic. It produces this, which I think is Selenic, but let me see. So that goes to the bottom. This becomes a triangle, and this little circle goes to the top. Yep, that's it. This is it. Here, go. One more and we stop for now, I think. Gilbert Amis? There always seems to be something going on in Andromir. The sooner I can get this sorted to be on my way, the better. My uncle gave me a ring, and I have had nothing but bad fortune ever since. I'm starting to think it might be cursed. Is there any way to uncurse it? Yes. Here. No! Ah, that was the wrong item. This. I meant that thing, but oh, whatever. Lavinia Hawthorne. Hello, I don't think I've seen you before. I have been researching ancient customs, particularly those relating to thaumaturgy, and I am fascinated by the use of objects in ritual ceremonies. If you're able to get your hands on a gris, I would be very interested in studying it further. Gris. Greece, we will find Greece. Or we will try at least. Greece. For the ritual of the broken path, a gris is heated slowly over flame. To have full effect, it must be held in an ungloved hand until the ritual is complete. No matter how hot it gets, the ritual should not be performed by those who have not studied the Wixic art. It is common to suffer burns, but when done correctly, it should not be painful. Interesting. Wait. Broken path. Amphibian talon. Press the tip of a talon against your cheekbone. They perform this act for 49 days, after which the scar will forever mark them. The League of this uses this item as part of their initiation rite. They guard their secrets, but it is said that they worship the ancient Indus gods, communing with them via the broken path. Slowly over the flame. To have full effect, it must be held in an ungloved hand until the ritual is complete. Something that chills my blood to hold it. Maybe that? It is not that. Maybe that? I'm going for the same thing again, this freezing stuff. Or maybe this. Let me see what the gemstone says for that thing. Do I remember what that gemstone was? Of dark intents and purposes? Something like that. Dark stone for dark purposes, yeah. Nope. We have broken our mind. Great, great! Now I should stop soon. Fine, we'll fix our brain and then go. Cannot bank anything? Sure. We'll be fine, I think. Not yet. Almost there. Or maybe not. Yeah, we're not fine. Ha 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 ha. Reset. And it makes it easier, actually. What if we fail twice in a row? That would be interesting. Okay, we got it. We could have just not banked it, but that would be silly. Very silly. Silly for the sake of experimentation is fine. But in any case, I think I should stop now. I am tired. So well, Lavinia Hawthorne, we will come back to you when we come back to you. And hopefully Jupiter, don't miss me too much. Sleep well, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.